I'm back. Did y'all expect me back so quick? The bear on the loose. So we need milk. Get some mojo. Get some milk for the bear. Do we have notifications, man? We live, baby? What's up? One person in here? We need that mojo, baby.
Right now. Hang on. Perfect timing. So hang on. So this is the shot we're giving you, right? So this is without the digital, and this is without the doubler. That's the optical doubler, and this is where we are.
Ooh, okay.
It's pretty freaking amazing. And you got to think too, Mike.
We gotta help the bear. Come on now.
Holding the ship steady. And we're pushing in with all this Skyfox camera lens we got.
Oh, we gotta have notifications, man. Y'all best come in here.
Yeah, why not? But yeah, but don't, you got what's his name down there. Yeah. I'm reading some of the somebody said we should zoom in on bikinis. I'm reading some of the comments right now. I don't know how long I'll be able to. We're actually going to move around and see if we can get a little bit lower, so maybe we can get a little bit better shot of the bear. But people are asking seriously about the bear and his safety. So just letting you know, I'm chewing gum. Okay, and I don't have enough for everybody.
That's disgusting. How you gonna chew gum on the air? That's disrespectful.
Anyways, we're gonna get a little bit lower. People are asking about the bear. So, just so you guys know, Fish and Game is down there. They're close by. They're not gonna let anybody get over there. I don't know if they're gonna try to tranquilize the bear, but right now it seems like. Where did they go? Oh, there they are. There they are. Oh, and maybe they are going to try to trank him.
Ooh.
Maybe they're going to trank him if he goes and wanders around again.
Mm-hmm. I'm back.
I came here to get pictures of bear and chew some gum. And I'm all out of gum. Well, we're definitely lower. Yeah. Yeah, I think we'd have to get closer to it. Yeah, that's what I figured. Ooh. Yeah. Well, I mean, it'd be nice to get at least one shot without the digital doubler in.
So the bear was in here. Inside there. Helicopter. Come on.
Well, thank you guys. I don't know how much this camera cost. Oh, Some of you guys might actually follow me on Instagram. So what is the lollipops that I always eat? Chupa Chups. Yeah, Chupa Chups. It's the gum from the Chupa Chups. And if you guys were following me the other day, there was some sort of something in my lollipop, and I never followed up on what it was. And this is the deal. So there was some kind of, it looked like a bug inside my lollipop. So I took a picture of it. You know, that's what you do nowadays. You take pictures and you put it on the internet. And somebody suggested, hey, why don't you run hot water over it and melt it and see what it is? And I was like, oh man, I didn't even think about that. And at the hangar, we have a sink basin, and the water heater is literally like right there. So that gets super hot, super fast. Anyways, I didn't realize how quickly it would happen, but whatever it was, I actually physically saw fall out of it, like just disappear out of the lollipop. Yes. And so I don't know what it was. I'm still eating the Chupa Chups, that is for sure, but I don't know what was in that one Chupa Chup. I'm hoping it was just food coloring or something weird, not a pincher bug or an earwig or whatever you call them. All right, I think we gotta work a little bit more on the shot. Hang on. I think we got to get closer to it to make this work.
Chupa Chups.
I'm sure everybody's interested in the Chupa Chup update, especially the people that have no idea who I am. Oh, he's back. He back.
Oh yeah. Oh, look at him. Wow. He's getting out. Oh, he's stuck there. Oh, he's coming out. I think he's coming out.
Oh, good. I'm going to hand this off to somebody else here in just a few moments, but there is the bear. Told you. Look at that. Look how he just gets right through those bars.
Wow. That's
a skinny bear. Oh, and he's like, Hey, what's going on out here, man? What's going on? What are you guys doing? I smell tranquilizer.
Boom, 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 boom.
I'm listening to Panther music right now. Ba-dum, ba-dum. Who's a good bear? Who's a good bear? All right. So every now and then when you hear me like just randomly say things, that's because somebody else is talking to me. I'm not in this helicopter by myself. I am not a lone entity that flies in space and transmits pictures. And also I have headsets on and there's other people that talk to us. But where we are right now, our two-way radio is not working so well, so I'm not going to hear a lot of that. But every now and then Mike will talk to me. And it's kind to
thank you, Random Thoughts,
to say things back. It's kind to acknowledge
no way.
When somebody speaks to you. Oh, I feel that. I thought he was going to rub against the bark. Come on, somebody say it. You think he's going to, and he's in the woods. No. Okay. There's a bear poop in the woods? Well, we'll find out here in just a few moments if we keep holding the shot. Yeah, if we go around the other side, we're just going to have too much tree canopy. Maybe we go to the, oh, I see Fives over there. Maybe we go to the left a little bit. Oh, he's taking our spot. The bear will move. There we go.
It's chilling. I mean, they have bears out there in the wild, right? It's just a problem because it's in a community. This wasn't like a bear in a cage, I guess, and it escaped.
Oops, sorry guys. Doing too many things at once.
That's some stuff. It's in California.
There we go.
Bears are native, right? Okay.
He's like, I smell Jet A.
Wow. Bobcat.
Coming back around. This is the slowest pursuit I've ever seen.
No, man. I can't believe that. 3 officers are saying that. Well, let me try to confirm it. Let's see if we can see anything.
It's a great day to be a bear. Looks like he's heading back towards the storm drain. Yep. Yep.
Oh my God.
Wait a minute. Maybe he's just looking.
They're saying 3 officers killed. Yeah, you guys are right. This one article, WBTV, is saying 3. Wow. Oh my God. At this point, well, they said the house was cleared, I guess, right? One of the suspects was shot inside. I don't know if it was self-inflicted. And then the other person, there was 2 other people that they were questioning. Because I was about to say, but if there are 3 people dead, you blow up the house, just fucking bomb this shit, and that's it. But I guess there was other people inside besides the suspect. Wow.
We made a U-turn.
Bears in California. The shooting was in North Carolina, Charlotte, North Carolina.
Must be a lot of good smelling stuff over there.
Typical other, and we don't know, we should point out too, whether this person, this suspect, died by his own hand, or was it,
more
from,
to the
back and forth
left?
That is crazy.
If you can, I mean, I see them out there, but they're pretty far out. I don't know. Do you think they tranquilized him already? He's acting kind of weird.
Supposedly he was. I thought he was.
Oh, yeah. We got to get the farmers out here. Oh, yeah. See, you don't got to go places to see bears. You just go on the internet and you can watch them just like you're looking out your window. You'll be at your workplace and then just kind of have this up and be like, hey, look, there's bears out the window. Oh, he's on the move. He's making a run for it. That's about the same speed we do. Like when the assignment desk says, "Stu, we got something. We need you to go fly USC and CSUN and UCLA." I've been like, oh, "Okay, let me get out to that helicopter."
Press conference, okay. Probably watch it maybe when we do the other press conference.
Yeah. That's one good-looking bear. Wow. He always sits there and looks that direction, and I'm just looking, and it's like, we can't.
Bear on the loose, California.
So that's going to attract him?
I don't think they're going to kill it.
Like peanut butter and jelly sandwich or something?
I think they would try to tranquilize it first.
He's
Unless it was like a real danger.
Hey, boo-boo. I believe there's a picnic basket out there. And don't mess with that stuff. It's going to get up. You're going to get sinuses. Sinus issue. Isn't that ragweed?
Especially on TV. Oh,
Dude,
they'd
this
be
guy will eat
outraged.
anything. And we're on the go. And we're not. And we're on the go. Oh, man, I shouldn't have been wishing for that. If he goes under the tree canopy, we're going to have to, like, really kind of move out, like, way over to the left. There's a little spot right there, though, like right here. If we were looking that way. Well, we don't have really much of a shot right now. We got bear butt. That's what we got. Yeah, we're going to have to. It looks like he's heading that way. I want to go more out to the left. Oh, there we go. He's helping us out. He's like, oh, Stu can't see us. Hey, what's up? Huh? Oh, he's on the run now. Dun 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 dun. Oh, no, never mind. He's basically on the upside.
Running. Oh! I don't know. All of a sudden, he was kind of very docile and chill. And I picked up. You see, I thought this is the wildlife and games out there. What happened, man? Y'all need to tranquilize this thing. Oh, shit. Are they like in a... What is that, a park, maybe? Oh, God. Where'd Stu go? On the loose. It looks like a park or something. Oh, there's the cops. Oh, God, the cops are coming. Oh. Bear chase. That's basically what it is. Unsheltered bear. The bear pretty much looks scared, so I don't think it will go at somebody. I don't know. Is he gonna get in the water? Oh, there's people there though. Right there to the right corner, there's some people over there standing. Oh no, it's a bad angle. I'm not sure why there's no audio anymore. Thanks, kitty. I got it. Thank you. I'm starting to think I need a third channel. Mm. And there's people out by the water too. I think is that people standing there or no? Or that's just like a pole or something. Oh, it's a pole. You know. Where you at? There's a cop car moving. I think he's under here. Oh, is that him? There's people walking right there too. What the? I'm a man. I'm a mom. I'm a child. Say. I guess they're looking for him. Cop car there too. I guess they're looking. He has to be between this structure and the on the sidewalk. He's speaking. Bear got away. Just like the criminals. Oh, there he is, right there. Oh, you're right there. I wonder if they know. Oh, he went back into the bushes. I wonder if they spotted him. Yeah, open the gate. Oh, Lord. You got the gun drawn. Hello? Okay, you're just going to have to wait. I'll let him know. Okay. Bye. The press conference, guys, we'll have to watch after, I guess. Unless you just want to listen to the audio, since we have no audio. Oh, you know what? I could do both at the same time, actually. Two birds, one stone. Let's do it. All right. Let's see.
Right, they had to try to somehow get these wounded out of there while this was all going on, because this really didn't come to an end until what time? Shortly after 5 o'clock, I guess it was.
5,
yeah.
When all this started at between 1:30 and 2 o'clock. So
it never gets easier. We're going to do our best to answer your questions today, to provide details, to be transparent about the events of this afternoon. But I do implore you to understand that we're dealing with a tragic loss of life today. And that loss of life is very fresh. There's details that we do not know. There's questions that we frankly just aren't going to be able to answer. We will take your questions, but first, the Chief of Police for the Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Department, Johnny Jennings, is going to come and give you some information and share his thoughts.
Oh,
I'll spell
promo?
that for you. Johnny is Johnnny. Last name is Jennings, Jennings. After Chief Jennings, the mayor of the city of Charlotte, Vi Lyles, is going to come and share her thoughts. Vi, V-I, Lyles, Lyles. Chief.
Thank you, Lieutenant. Today's an absolute tragic day for the city of Charlotte and for the profession of law enforcement. Today we lost some heroes that are out to just simply trying to keep our community safe. I'm going to try to go through a series of events of how this all occurred and played out, and then tell you a little bit more about the injuries and the things that we had to endure today as a profession and as a city. So about 1:30 p.m. this afternoon, the U.S. Marshals Fugitive Task Force went to the 5000 block of Galway Avenue in attempt to serve a warrant on an individual for possession of firearm by a convicted felon. When they approached that individual, they were met with gunfire. Officers returned gunfire and struck the victim, who was later pronounced deceased in the front yard of the residence. As officers approached that individual, they then received additional gunfire from inside of the residence.
I'm looking for it.
So after a long standoff, we were able to clear this residence and confirm that there were 2 additional people inside. They were both brought to the police station as persons of interest, and we're trying to determine now what exactly occurred inside of the residence. Tragically, there were 3 members of the U.S. Marshals Task Force who were pronounced deceased.
Wow.
And there were 4 CMPD officers who were shot, one being in critical condition who is now in the hospital fighting for his life. A total of 8 law enforcement officers were shot by the suspects in this house. So we are very early in the investigation. CMPD will lead this investigation. We still have a lot to uncover, a lot of questions that are not answered right now. So please respect the fact that I won't be able to answer some of the questions that you're going to have, but at the same time, we are going to diligently work on this to ensure that we bring a respect to these officers and these law enforcement officials that lost their lives today. And this is a good example of what we try to tell people every single day, that when we put on this uniform, that we don't have any guarantees that we'll return home. But yet we have a lot of great men and women across this entire country that do it every single day to make sure that you're safe in your communities. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Mayor Vi Lyles, if she'll want to say a few words.
I'm just going to put this mic down.
You never know what your day is going to be like. You can't plan things like this to be in this space at this time. We've lost 3 people. They lost their lives after they gave us the opportunity to be in a safe place, and they lost their lives. These are people that care deeply about what they've done for a profession, and now today we have to say to them how much we are grateful for what they have done. We won't know very much about what happened until their investigation is done, but I know this about our community. Our community stands up for people. They stand up for all of the people that work for us, that make it possible. All of our officers. If you had a little bit of problem driving around today, I don't think anybody was too worried about that.
I'll cue that.
Because we know that there is a reason for this, and there's a reason that everything happens, and sometimes we don't understand it. But at this point, I know that this community will seek understanding. I know that our police department will seek understanding. I want to say this. We're very, very much grateful. Today I heard from the White House about the loss of our officers and the situation that we were having to adjust to. I've heard from Congresswoman Adams as well as Congressman Jeff Jackson. On the way over here, the Speaker of the House, Tim Moore, and the President of our State Senate, Phil Berger. They all talked about what can they do to help us. Now, we may not know what help we need right now today, but we do know that when people reach out to say this is something that is important that has happened, and they want to be a part of whatever we do, because there will be a time that we will commemorate these people that lost their lives. You think about it. Your father, your husband, your friend, your neighbor, all of them were one person like that. And today they're not going home. You know, 3 people lost their lives today. And the most that I can ask of our community is that we honor and respect them for all the work that they've done, all the work that we will do to make it possible for our city to be safer. Every one of us wants to be in a situation where you get up this morning and get to come back home. And someone didn't today. Keep your prayers, keep your faith. Make sure that these officers who have families have people to reach out and hold them up, because they will need this. And we are a city that will make it possible for them to be this way, to be able to live and know that we honor and respect the loss that they have. Thank you very much for this time.
Thank you, Mayor. I want to take just a moment just to clarify. There was a total of 4 CMPD officers that were struck by gunfire today, and 4 task force officers. So that's a total of 8 law enforcement officers who were struck by gunfire today. I want to take a minute to recognize the people standing behind us here today. The first responder community, the government organizations that stand behind me. This is a community within the community. And it's incredible the bond that we have, and it's demonstrated in no other way like it is in moments of crisis and in moments of tragedy like the one that occurred today. So to recognize the people that are with me today, we have the Charlotte Fire Department, Medic, Department of Homeland Security, Federal Bureau of Investigation, Department of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, U.S. Marshals, Mecklenburg County District Attorney's Office, North Carolina Highway Patrol, and I sure hope I didn't leave anybody off the list. But on their behalf, I want to thank you for being here. And on behalf of all the men and women that they represent who answer the call, especially when tragedy strikes, I want to thank them. Any questions that you have, Chief Jennings and Mayor Lyers are available.
Chief Jennings, you mentioned that these marshals were serving a warrant for a convicted felon with a weapon.
Yes.
Knowing that they're going
Convicted felon with a weapon?
where they know that someone has a weapon, how does that change the way that they respond, if at all?
Well, it certainly changes the response. The question is, how does it change the response when you're going into a residence where someone has a history of having a weapon? And let me just be clear, the U.S. Marshal Service, their fugitive task force is comprised of surrounding agencies. So there are multiple agencies that are involved with the fugitive task force with the Marshal Service. The Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Department is a member of the U.S. Marshals Task Force as well. So anytime you are dealing with someone who is a convicted felon and who has been caught previously with a firearm, it does raise concerns and raise awareness when you are responding. So when they do that, part of the reason the task force is such an imperative part of what we do every single day is because they have extensive training and they train together to be able to deal with these kind of situations. It's always going to be something that's on the forefront of their thought process when you're going after Charlotte's most dangerous people. And unfortunately today was something tragic that we never want to see. I never want to stand in front of you today to talk about an incident such something this tragic. It's really heartbreaking. Yes. You know, I'm not ready to tell you all of the agencies. What I can confirm is that 4 CMPD officers were shot. 1 CMPD officer is in very critical condition at this point. We do have to make sure that family members and all of them are notified, so I'm not going to release which agencies they were with the task force.
I can't believe this person got 3 people.
So the question is the number of shooters. Right now, we believe there are 2 shooters involved.
2 shooters?
Again, we have 2 people of interest at the police station that are being questioned right now. And we have confirmed that the individual that was set up, that we were serving the warrant on, was the individual who fired the initial shots and was deceased in the front yard at the end of all of this. So.
Besides the one in critical condition, how were the other 2 of your officers doing?
The other officers, besides the officer that's in critical condition, the other officers are stable. The degree of injuries are varying, anywhere from a graze wound to a wound that requires a little bit more attention, but they are stable and expected to be okay.
And can you say if any of your officers who are shot in this, were they responding patrol officers? Were they SWAT officers?
Yes, I can confirm that we do have a sergeant who is assigned to the task force who was on the scene. That officer immediately called for help. The 3 officers or the 4 officers that were shot are officers who were responding to the scene.
Chief Jennings,
I'll get to you. Yes, sir. Yes.
scene, can you just tell us what firearms these suspects had, and when you were able to get into that house, were there any other firearms that were found?
That's still early to tell. Right now, we're still doing the investigation in the house. I can tell you it was a high-powered rifle that was involved on the suspect end. Yes, sir.
First of all, my thoughts and prayers are with you and
Thank you.
U.S. Marshals. What can you say about the bravery of the officers who responded to the scene, knowing that their brothers and sisters in blue were actively being shot?
Thank you for that question. So the bravery of our officers that responded to the scene, knowing that they're going into gunfire, is what I've been saying for many years, is in the face of danger, our people step up, and this profession steps up, and that's what we should be defined as doing. Because they knew what they were going into and still held their own in attempt to apprehend this suspect. They knew that they had officers that needed help, that needed to be extracted from that location, yet they went in, some getting shot themselves as a result. So the bravery, the heroism, everything that goes down with that defines what our profession is, our people demonstrated that today, and I couldn't be more proud of the response. I couldn't be more proud of the partnerships that we have at every single level of law enforcement, every single level of public safety. I can't say enough about the phone calls, the text messages, the support, and as you heard Lieutenant Petrus say, or the mayor say, that a lot of it is, what do you need? How can we help? And it just, in times like this, that's exactly what we need in these situations.
Chief, in terms of other surrounding areas, law enforcement agencies, can you talk about how many maybe from other counties helped out or federal law enforcement agencies helped out?
Yeah, so the question is how many other agencies are with the fugitive task force or just responded? So The fugitive task force, I don't have the exact numbers. With Charlotte has one member on the fugitive task force as a sergeant, but mainly the surrounding agencies within our surrounding cities and towns are members of that, and we can get you those numbers exactly who is involved.
That actually helped out responding to this, whether it was Castaic providing prepared camp or whatever.
Yeah, so the officers who responded to help out, all the federal agencies were on the scene with me, and state agencies. The Mecklenburg County Sheriff's Office was there as well. We had agencies from Pineville to different towns within our county. They sent officers in to answer our calls for service, because we obviously, you can imagine the manpower needs that it was to secure that scene and to do the transports. So they were very helpful to ensure that we did not let our citizens down in responding to those calls for service, and they were very helpful in that. So.
Did you say you had children in the house at the time of this while the warrant was being served?
No children in the house. There was one juvenile that we did get out of the house, though. Yes.
You said the suspect used a high-powered rifle. Can you provide any information on what type of ammunition was used by the suspect or suspects?
Not right now. The type of ammunition, that's still part of the investigation. All of that will have to be looked at as far as when we get into the house. Also recover any projectiles that might have been taken out as treatment to the officers. So there's a lot that we still have to uncover. We're not there yet.
Chief, can you speak to the choice of the time to execute this warrant? Given that there were schools in session, was that taken into consideration as to whether this was an appropriate time?
So the question is whether this was an appropriate time to serve a warrant. I will tell you. Hold on. I will say, when you're talking about a felon who has propensity to carry a firearm, there is no great time to do it, whether it's in the middle of the night or in the middle of the day. The interest in the fugitive task force was to ensure that this person was brought to justice and taken off the streets, and unfortunately he decided that he was going to respond to that by gunfire at our officers. Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any prior histories or calls regarding this place of residence?
I do not right now, but the history of this residence, the history of the individual, all of that will be released very soon. We're going to try to get that information out. We do have a lot of family notifications that we have to make in order to provide more information to each and every one of you about this individual. So.
Right now, the shelter in place.
Yeah, so the question is right now, is the shelter in place open? Is the area okay to go back to normal duties? Yes, we're going to be at the residence processing the crime scene probably for several hours. But as far as the lockdowns and closure of roads and all of that, we have opened that back up. The house has been secured, by our officers have been cleared, and now comes the tedious task of ensuring that we collect the evidence and process the scene. Yes.
You said one suspect was shot in that front yard. You mentioned there were two more people inside that house that are now in custody. Are one
Yes.
of those two people the additional shooter, or was there a second victim, or one of those suspects?
Yeah, so the question is about the two other individuals who came out of the house later. I can't confirm right now which one or if either are the suspects in the additional shots that were fired. What I can tell you is that we had the house secured, and the perimeter was secure, and we continued to take gunfire from inside the residence. And after we cleared the residence, there were only two individuals that came out, one 17-year-old juvenile, and then another female who was taken out as well. So
just to confirm, there is only one suspect that is deceased.
One suspect is deceased, yes.
Chief, do you know, and I hate to ask this, do you know if this is the deadliest law enforcement day in Mecklenburg County or Charlotte history?
I cannot. I've been with the Charlotte Mecklenburg Police Department for 32 years. I can't remember an incident where 3 law enforcement officers were, and also 3 that were killed in the same incident, as well as 1 in critical condition and additional that were shot and injured. So To me, it's the most tragic one that I've been involved in. I don't know historically. I can't imagine that there's one that's any worse than what we're seeing today.
Chief, what are the questions that your investigators will be working to answer in the coming days, weeks, months?
Well, a lot of the questions that need to be answered, we don't even know what those questions are right now. We have to get a full understanding of why this occurred. And also to uphold the integrity of the investigation, we want to make sure that we check all the boxes that we need to so that we can get a full prosecution in this case if and when it comes down to that. We know some answers, but we still have many that we have to clear up and many that we have to continue to work on until we can really lock down what happened, who was involved, and move on from there. So. I did. I spoke with the governor earlier today. He basically asked me, what do I need? He's here to support. Certainly appreciative of the phone call with him. Unfortunately, I know he would be here if he could right now. He's on his way to come and speak with us, but I did speak with him this afternoon.
Chief, while our prayers are for the families and the community, I am a East Charlotte resident since 1975. I appreciate what the police officers do in our community. Speaking on behalf of the East Charlotte community, I'm prayerful that there will be an increase of the police presence in our area, in East Charlotte.
Yeah, thank you for that. At this point, I'm concerned mainly with taking care of the officers, taking care of their families, and all of that comes into play later on how do we respond to this community. But want to make sure the community knows that we're going to continue to keep them safe. We got a lot of brave men and women out there that are going to continue working in that neighborhood, and they're going to continue to work in the best interest of our community and our citizens. So yes, I'll take 3 more questions. Yeah.
Of the CMPD officers who responded and injured, how many of those officers were part of the U.S. Marshals Task Force, and how many were responding to the shots incident?
Okay, all of the officers from CMPD that were injured were responding to the scene. The one sergeant that we have assigned to the task force was not injured. Yes. I don't know how many total officers were there serving the warrant, so I don't have that. That's from the U.S. Marshals task force that they had a contingency of their task force out there doing this warrant service. Yes.
Speaking. Our condolences for you and the police force. I definitely feel like this is a bad, tragic situation that should never take place. In regards to law enforcement and just citizens throughout this state, what can you say could be a beneficial step that could be taken between relations between police enforcement and whether it could be just citizens, felons, or whatever the case may be? What could be done to bridge the gap so a level of this situation will never take place?
Well, I'll be honest with you, whatever gap there is, this level should never get to this place, right? I mean, you can have all the hate in your heart
What happened to the bear?
that you possibly can have. That should never result in taking a life.
Oh, shit. Oh, they were shooting at it. That's why they ended it?
So,
they didn't want us to see?
The Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Department and every agency you see behind me has a priority to continue to make sure that we have the best community relationships that we possibly can.
And they're running. The lady's
running. A lot of
running.
that also means that we have to be met halfway on certain things. So we're going to continue to do that. And like I said, we're going to continue to keep your community safe. So thank you. That's all I'll answer for now. So thank you.
All right, thank you all for being here.
Right at the moment I get up.
We do need your support, and we do need your prayers, both for our officers and the other officers involved, and for their families, and for those impacted in our community in other different ways. So stay tuned to CMPD Public Affairs, our social media channels, and
I think they cut the feed
News
on
conference
purpose.
they're wrapping up this afternoon. Charlotte Mecklenburg.
All right. Let me see what he said before they cut it off. Or there's no volume, so he didn't say nothing. So the bear comes out. You think that's tranquilizers they're shooting at the bear? The bear was in the water. Look at that. Did he like sneak by everybody? He's right there. Oh. Let me see what they're saying in Stu's Facebook. Yeah, they're shooting something. That I don't know. That might be tranquilizer, I guess. See all that smoke. I don't know. And then there's this lady off to the side, like hauling ass, chasing after the bear. That's him right there. Oh, like yeah, I guess up the tree. Oh, poor bear. Damn, somebody's arms bear said, "Not might die falling out of the tree." Can that happen? Oh, Stu's off of work. Look for K-Cow. They have the chopper at night. Take a look. How did he switch? How did he get off a shift if he's in the air? Or they switch choppers?
Story out of Castaic. It is a bear that had been on the loose. I saw it make a move and climb up this tree. Let's go back up to Desmond
there it is, baby.
Shaw
We're back.
in SkyCal with the very latest, Des.
Juan, there is the bear right there. Kind of hard to make out of the brush, but he's right in the center of the shot. This cute little black bear that really got spooked. So last we left you, it was near the water line on the west side of the lower reservoir, and then the bear started kind of traipsing away from there, and they decided to take a couple shots at the bear. They missed. I'm not sure if we have that video to roll for you here. You see like a little bit of dirt kicking up there, and that really scared the bear. So it ran for this tree, and it got way up in this tree. So I'll widen out and show you just how tall of a tree we're talking about right here. So the bear, now that it's holed up in the tree, it's kind of hard to say what they're going to do next. I'm not sure if they need to try to get like some padding or something out around here in case the bear falls out. I don't think they're going to shoot at the bear while it's up in the tree because, you know, that could end very, very badly for them.
All right, so this is what my friend said. Flossie says they ideally want to tranquilize him so he won't hurt himself, and they can get him to a gurney, get him out for relocation. If he goes up a tree, tranquilize and falls, then the bear can get hurt. If he goes into the water, tranquilized, possibly dead bear. Once asleep, that's 200 plus pounds of sleeping jello with murder mittens.
It's just incredible how these animals can be living among us, and you wouldn't even know it. Especially if you were in this park, if you didn't know that bear was there, and even with your extended camera view of the lens, I mean, he's hard to make out.
Yes, very difficult to make out. I mean, bears are just so good at being elusive, and it really is amazing what good climbers they are. I actually can't remember the last time we saw a bear up in a tree and how they handled that situation. I mean, so many times, you know, we know that in areas like Locking Out of Flint Ridge and Duarte, all those kind of 210 communities, that's where we cover bears a lot of the time.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Let's widen out and see.
Wilson says Fox and K-Cow share a chopper.
You can see a couple of their vehicles. They definitely saw the bear run up that tree. And now it's, I don't know, maybe even almost kind of like a standoff situation with this poor bear. I mean, the bear's going to see the vehicles here, definitely be scared of the vehicles and not want to come down. So, you know, what was already a pretty tough operation just got that much more difficult for Fish and Wildlife.
Yeah, Desmond, and I saw when they were shooting at the bear earlier before he made it up into this tree. Do we know for sure that they missed the bear? Do we know that?
I'm pretty sure they did. We saw a couple of shots, and they hit the dirt like just kind of behind the bear's hind legs, and then that just seemed to really spook the creature. You can see it moving around right now in the center of the shot.
Kind of black.
Again, just very hard to keep it on the lens. Any angle we come from, it's obscured by some of the pine needles on this tree, but it is up there. I'm sure it is awfully scared right now.
And incredible, too, that this tree and the branches can hold the weight of the bear. That's something that's pretty interesting, as well, as this bear continues to hide out in this pine tree here, waiting to see what's going to happen next. As Desmond was saying, we know the officers there, the wildlife officers, fired a couple of shots, tranquilizer gun shots, and apparently missed him. So the bear was spooked from the area that he was hanging out in by the water there, and climbed up this tree. You can see now from Desmond's shot here just how close those fish and wildlife game officials are to this tree here, which of course could scare the bear as well. And it's also proof, Desmond, that these animals, a lot of people think bears are very aggressive. They're coming after you, but they want to be left alone for the most part, and they are more skittish of us than the other way around, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Certainly these kind of bears, that we're talking about. I mean, this is not a grizzly bear or a polar bear or something that, has a much more aggressive reputation. The kind of bears that we find in Southern California tend to be much more docile in general. Like you said, they're definitely more afraid of us. And then, they see a big truck like that, and they may see that as a predator or something. And, not only are they good climbers, but they are quick as well, as we saw with the shots that missed. I mean, these bears, they can get up to 20 or 30 miles an hour if they get going. And then when they're motivated by adrenaline and fear, like the way that this poor bear is, it just can propel them that much more quickly. So even though they're a pretty large target, they are a moving target, a fast-moving target, and can make it very difficult to tranquilize them.
And it's looking like it's getting a little windier there too, Desmond. I wonder if that's going to change things around for the bear, whether or not he's going to come down or what's next. It looks like it's getting just a little windier there.
Yeah, I was just seeing if we had it. It is definitely breezy on and off here. We were not too, far away from the road towards the Grapevine. Definitely subject to some high winds here. So we've definitely got that kicking up down there, and we'll see if that plays into everything. But right now, I mean, the bear is way up in that tree, and like I said, I do not anticipate that they're going to be trying to tranquilize it while it's up in the tree.
And that looks like a healthy tree, Desmond, with all the rain we've gotten. Lots of foliage to kind of hide the bear in the middle of that tree there, trying to figure out what he or she is going to do next. All right, Desmond, well, we're going to keep an eye on your shot there. We're watching a video again from earlier when the bear was out by the storm drain, kind of wedged his way through the grates there. And as you were saying, he was munching on some food that he was able to gather before just taking off into a neighborhood. And of course, that's the concern. Here's the bear on the right side of your screen there from earlier when it was running into the neighborhood here. And Fish and Wildlife officials showed up there and started to monitor the situation. He was right by a little pond of water near some recreational boats, it looked like. And he stayed there for a while until he made a move. They fired 2 shots, and then the bear climbed up this tree. We saw video of that as well. He scampered up this tree, and he's been up this tree for the last few minutes or so. So again, we're going to continue monitoring the situation. Desmond, if you see the bear make a move, let us know, and we'll bring it to our viewers right away. I want to thank you for watching KCAL News right here. We're going to send you back to our regular stream, and we'll be back live here at 4.
All righty. So bear up on the tree. It's crazy, like how much time something like this can take. Hours and hours and resources. I mean, I guess it's not that, as far as resources, not that big of a deal, I guess. It's fish and game. What else are they doing, right? That's their job, I guess, animals. But these 3 cops being shot, I can't believe that. It's really sad, it's tragic. And how is it 3 or 4 officers that were killed? I think 3 they said were killed. What's the number? 3 killed and 1 in critical condition? What's the last numbers? Incredible how these nut jobs, these criminals of society ruin lives. And this guy was a convicted felon. I don't know what his charges were previously. Only to be out again. Only to be carrying a weapon again, because I'm pretty sure, I don't know if it's in every state, but I'm pretty sure, like, if you're a felon, you're not supposed to have a weapon. Of course, criminals, right? They're not going to follow the law. But anyway, to come back out and kill 3 cops. I mean, what kind of shit is that, right? You sent me a new link for the bear? All right, let's check it out. Oh, okay, we got another link. All right, so we can keep an eye on the bear. Let me pull that up real quick. I was talking about taking a break, a 2-hour break, and we just came right back on. Got so much to do in the next week. Okay, here it is. No audio though, but they don't want to live stream when it falls off the tree, right? Probably. Hmm. 8 shot, 1 critical, 3 dead. And apparently they're saying there was a second shooter. So this was some type of ambush type of thing. Kind of curious how it went down. I mean, I guess they were expecting maybe this guy was going to go unhinged, but not expecting a second shooter. Wow. Here's a Twitter post. Florida police capture illegal immigrant from Guatemala after he stabbed his girlfriend and 4-year-old daughter to death. Meanwhile, the border's still open. Hillsborough County Sheriff Chad Chronister says they saw a horrifying scene when they discovered the girlfriend and her daughter in a pool of blood. Angel Gabriel Cause Chalk reportedly murdered them with a knife. A bloody handprint was found on the side of the mobile home where the victims were found. Authorities believe that the print was from the girlfriend who was fighting for her life. The 3 arrived from Guatemala 3 months ago. Ain't that a bitch? Take a look here real quick.
Come here, come here.
Where'd they catch him? Oh, they got his ass. This bitch ass. Pull him by the hair.
Sit. Here, Robert. Good boy, good boy. Hand behind your back.
Oh, the dog got his ass. What the hell? It looks like they're in Guatemala. I guess they're in some woods or backyard or I don't know. Yank his ass.
Put your hand behind your back.
In the backyard.
You got it. Thank you, SO. You got it. That's all right. He didn't let go. He was on him. You better show him to me now.
Wow.
Come here, you fuck. Come here. Come here.
Wow.
Sit. Here, Robert.
It's crazy, man. Okay, so the bear's still in the tree. It's kind of high up, this tree. They're still high up in the tree. Get a full screen. Lily pad. It's crazy how quick your life can go, huh? Life on the street is nothing to these people that have nothing to lose. Their own lives don't matter, so they don't value life. So that's a scary thing. Here, bear gets into a fight. See? Instant karma. Trinket Witch tagged me on Twitter. Let's take a look while we wait. I'll open it on the small screen. Let's see. There's the bear. I think right there. What's it doing? Oh, the time of his life. Instant karma bear gets hit in the nuts for messing with my water tank. Did I miss that? Oh. Is that what happened? See? Oh, like it flipped over. Oh! Maybe that's what happened. I don't know. Oh, shit. That's crazy, man. The times that we're in now. Okay. So now the predicament with this bear up in the tree, I guess they're not going to want to shoot at it while it's up in the tree in case it falls from the tree or whatever. I don't even know if they landed one single trank shot on it. I wonder if there's any kind of scanner radio. Oh, Castaic. That's where the bear is. I never even heard of that in Cali. Castaic. I guess I'm gonna get some totes and bins. Start packing stuff little by little over the next couple of days. Is Fox back live?
If you
No, I don't think they're live. Oh, thank you, Jennifer. Congrats on the apartment, Mel. Thank you. Appreciate the 5. I hate moving. I hate moving. I don't like the process. And to move in the middle of a trial, it's kind of, But I know that at the end of the tunnel, it'll be better for streaming, YouTube, and everybody else. The dogs, everybody will be happier. It'll just be more space. And I'll have an actual room. Right now, I'm streaming in the living room, and the kitchen's right there. And there's like this open hallway. The ceilings are pretty high. So I have actually a lot of audio filters on to kind of try to remove the background noise and like the echoing. When I'm actually in a room with the door closed, I won't have to have as many filters, and so the audio quality I can't talk, will get better. And even for Maddie, my girlfriend, it'd be better too, because I don't have to right now, if they were to yell or be loud or something, you'd probably hear them. So it's a little more privacy. Close the door. Yell. Maybe there'll be more yelling and shit in the future streams. So So I'm happy about that, but it's a whole bunch of stuff. I got to call FPL, switch the apartment. The internet, I think the internet, I'm going to change it on Saturday. That way, these people come out, and I'm not doing the trial, so they'll change it. So I'm happy for that. We'll see how it goes. I'm confused. Why is a bear in a tree newsworthy? I don't know. I have no idea, man. But we're here, right? I don't know. Where is the video? It's coming from Moy on Facebook. This is not really. This is not like a public stream. Public in the sense of like a news broadcast, but yeah. So shout out to Moy. You're not blocked, Mandy. Come on. Why would you get blocked? Unless by accident. Sometimes people do get blocked by accident, but you're good. You're always good. Damn, hoax. You said they gotta make something happen to him. Yeah, I am a minimalist. I mean, the place before here, I was in a studio, so that there wasn't much. Now there's a lot more stuff in here, so it'll probably take some time, but I still don't think it's gonna take much time. And it's the place I'm moving to is actually really close, so I think it should be a pretty quick move. I just want to make sure the next couple of days we start like putting things in totes, packing all the small stuff. The computer's going to be a bitch because of these 3 screens that are on this thing. 3 screens connected to one pole. So I want to take off the pole, and I hope that I can leave the 3 screens connected because I don't want to have to. It was such a pain in the ass connecting them individually. So hopefully just the one pole. This desk is really heavy. I'm going to see if we can move it without the movers. But if not, then I'll have to wait on the movers. Mel signs more leases than I sign receipts. It's been over a year. Yo, hoax. You said accidental blocks. Is Mo here? I'll have to send that to her. Yeah, I think even tonight, I'm going to start just putting a couple things away in totes. With the last place I was in, that's what I did. Like little by little, you guys were making fun of me. I had the boxes behind me, and I was just little by little storing things. So when the time came, it was really easy. They're zooming in. That bear is not moving, and if you notice, there's the truck to the right-hand side. They're keeping an eye on the bear, I guess. And there's these guys also to the right. I don't know what they're going to do because I don't think they're going to shoot this thing while it's up in the tree. So it's a waiting game, I guess. But then if the vehicles are down there, I don't think that bear's coming down. You feel a chase coming, Salty? This whole moving process was so ridiculous. They're making me do all this paperwork. It's just crazy. I've never done as much to move. And verification. It's so ridiculous. They get all weird when you have like 1099s. So I want to show you guys something too. This was trending. And I didn't understand why Seinfeld was trending. He kept trending. I love the show, Seinfeld. I've probably watched almost every episode. It's not everybody's cup of tea, though. Some people don't like the comedy there.
And
I like the dry sarcasm, dry humor. And so he went viral for saying this.
Nothing really affects comedy. People always need it. They need it so badly. and they don't get it. It used to be you would go home at the end of the day, most people would go, oh, Cheers is on, oh, MASH is on, oh, Mary Tyler Moore is on, All in the Family's on. You just expected there'll be some funny stuff we can watch on TV tonight. Well, guess what? Where is it? This is the result of the extreme left and...
Oh, no, you did it. Jerry. Oh, they're going to come for your ass.
Well, guess what? Where is it? This is the result of the extreme left and PC crap and people worrying so much about offending other people. When you write a script and it goes into 4 or 5 different hands, committees, groups, here's our thought about this joke, well, that's the end of your comedy. They move the gates, like in skiing. Yeah. Culture, the gates are moving. Your job is to be agile and clever enough that wherever they put the gates, I'm going to make the gate.
So I guess he's saying you can't even, the way joke and comedy is now, it has to go through all these committees and safe space approvals and whatever. And you can't even joke anymore. He said because of the extreme left.
Where is it? This is the result of the extreme left and PC crap and people worrying so much about offending other people. When you write a script and it goes into
4 or 5 different hands, that's crazy.
4 or 5 different hands, committees, groups, here's our thought about this joke, well, that's the end of your comedy. They move the gates, like in skiing. Yeah. Culture, the gates are moving. Your job is to be agile and clever enough that wherever they put the gates, I'm going to make the gate.
So it went pretty viral. I saw it all day trending on Twitter. And one of the YouTubers that I watch that does political commentary, I haven't watched the video yet, but I saw Jerry's face on his thumbnail. I was like, oh shit, I gotta watch this later. But I've been here all day with you guys, but I was like, I gotta watch this later. KTL is live? Okay, I'm gonna check it out. I'm surprised because I've never really heard Jerry talk anything about. I don't think he's really a political person, public. I've never seen him say anything public, but it's funny that now for the first time I've ever heard him say anything as far as comedy and like the extreme left. I think that is the problem, the extreme left. Like there used to be some type of balance or in the middle or somewhat left or center left or something, but now it's just like the extreme. And honestly, you have both sides of the extreme. It's not just left. It's like weird extreme right too, I guess. I feel like the extreme right would be like QAnon for me. Like not just regular QAnon, but like the way out there. Okay. KTL is live. I'm not sure what they're doing. I'll show you the feed right now. They're live. Oh, okay, so they're kind of zoomed out. We'll keep it open to see if they get closer or zoom in. Cool. Wait, you ready? Okay. Okay. Bye. Okay, bye. All right. So I guess they're trying to position themselves. So we keep an eye. They don't have any audio either. I guess the commentators went home for the day probably. Oh wait, there might be somebody in there though. I heard something. I wonder if they're trying to figure out where the... And this feed that we're watching should be a KTLA feed too, so... Oh, Gil. Yeah, the bear is right up here in the tree. And the place in California where it's located, I forgot what they told me the name is. Castaic? Castaic. No, it's Castaic. It's in the northwestern part of Los Angeles County. I've never heard of the place before. My first time hearing about it. This area. I mean, we got the view of the truck here too. I don't know what these guys are gonna do. Because like, what if it gets to nighttime? I think we still have a few hours till night. And it's... No, come on. I moved... It's been over a year since I moved. I feel like people act like I moved 2 weeks ago. It's over a year. It's been like... I think I signed a 14-month lease. So... I've been here for a while, but it does feel like really fast. Castaic. Okay, thank you. See Nikki. Castaic. The lease is up. The lease is already up. I can't even believe myself. It's been over a year already. How many times I've moved a lot, I guess. I mean, I was with my mother's, and then I lived with some exes before, like my girlfriends before in the past, but I went to my mother's for a while when I broke up with my daughter's mother. And then I went back home. I was doing pretty good on YouTube. But COVID happened. And then I decided, you know what? Let me move out. And I'll be honest with you, this was the first time I ever moved out on my own. Living alone is amazing. I fucking love it. And now I have a girlfriend here, but living alone is, it's peace, it's quiet. Baby girl goes to school. I do whatever the hell I want. Nobody's questioning me. Where you go? So yeah, I was in the studio, and I just did that because I wanted to save some money, and I didn't have a lot, so I just saved, and I was able to save a lot of money. And then I came to this place. Now, when I came to this place, I got a little careless. I didn't budget up my money, and so I kind of didn't spend my money how I should have. So I started getting back on the right track. And then now there's this place, the 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom. And I saw the place and I fell in love with it for quite a few reasons, you know, and that's where we are. And honestly, probably in another year, I'll probably move again. I mean, hopefully, I have a few things in mind. Like I'm going to keep building my credit, keep grinding the credit, and work on it and save some money, budget. I mean, I don't know. Hopefully the next place is a house, you know, but we'll see how things go. Oh my god. Yo, the movers took my, was it air fryer? I feel like they kept my microwave or something. I don't know what they kept. They kept something. Unbearable. I know, the prices are just so ridiculous, especially in South Florida, the houses. Everybody's telling me like you shouldn't buy anything now. Like you just have to wait it out. I don't know when it's gonna get better. If it's gonna get better, it's just really bad. Would I ever live on a yacht? I don't know. I mean, the main thing, if there's good internet. My criteria, anytime I move anywhere, what's the internet like? Do they have fiber? I don't ever want to go back to Comcast. I've had years of issues with Comcast. That bear hasn't moved, hasn't budged in like an hour. Oh man, we're supposed to do the other live stream. I don't know what. Maybe I'll push it back. Let me see. I'll push it back a little bit. Damn, it's like 5 minutes to the next stream. Let me push it back. This is the reason though why I wanted to be out of here before the trial, because I knew things were gonna pick up. But we'll figure it out. Get it done. So I'm gonna push the stream back to 8 o'clock. I don't know that they'll be much longer, but there's 68 people waiting already. Oh my god, they're gonna be pissed. Another hour? What? For a bear? Is rent expensive? Yes. Rent is really expensive too. Depending where you go, but yeah, for the most part, I mean, rent is pretty bad. Like the prices are just crazy. Did they cut this off? Oh, they came back. Yeah, Florida rent is really priced high. I mean, if you wanted to, you probably could find something decent, but not in a decent area. You could probably find some stuff, you know, like kind of maybe sketchy, somewhat sketchy. It depends. Or if you get lucky and you find somebody online. I think the best thing is probably to build up your credit, build up some, you know, save some of your money, build up your credit as much as you can. And they have incentives. I know for first-time home buyers, they have incentives that'll help you out and stuff like that. So right now I'm just trying to like build up the credit and try to save some money, budget things. don't pew pew the bear. There's a lot of fighting going on everywhere on YouTube. There is. I try to avoid it, but I've gotten caught up in shit before too, I guess. I sometimes could probably do a better job, but I don't like being caught up in that stuff. Yeah, Salty Cat. I kind of would. The problem is with living in the mountains is internet connection. $2,600 a month in Chicago? Holy crap. Oh, they did switch the feed, you're right. Okay, so we just need one. So, got cops parked out. I guess it's a pretty isolated situation. I mean, the bear's in the tree. They have cops surrounding the area. They have the fish and wild game, whatever they call them, out there as well. My only thing is I don't see that bear coming out of the tree if all these cop cars are surrounding it. And by now, if they hit him with a trank, you would have thought it would have kicked in. So maybe they didn't land one on him. Yeah, the drama's pretty nuts. It is pretty freaking crazy. People, I mean, I don't know. At least on my channel, people really aren't here for the drama. So if I start going back and forth with somebody, I just don't think people will be interested. I don't like having to like have that in my mind too, worried about going back and forth and whatever. But, you know, sometimes things get dirty. I have to have good internet. So I don't think I would ever do anything. I don't think I could do cable internet anymore. It has to be fiber optic. And even then I still have problems sometimes streaming here. Deborah and my other stream that I have set for later, someone's acting as the barber for the whole group, friends, gang. Everyone has the same haircut. With that Florida cartel gang shit, I do notice they all have the same haircut. They have like that bowl haircut, that gang haircut. You would think these guys have so much money they go get a nice barber. Considering buying an RV and living in it. The only thing I think with RVs, I guess that's not a bad idea. I mean, you probably would save a lot of money. I don't know what the cost would be after you buy it, just utilities maybe. I don't even know how that works, but the only thing I heard about that is that it depreciates. That's the only thing. So like, how if you buy a house, you buy a condo, you buy an apartment, it'll appreciate. RV will depreciate. That's pretty nice. 1600. Let me tell you, when I was in that studio, I saved so much money. I mean, it was a little inconvenient. It was smaller, but I was there for a year.
Let's hold here, Mike, because
I saved so much money. I mean, it's not a bad. If you're in a situation, and you could live in a little studio for a while. It's kind of hard if you have kids and stuff, but I mean, just to be out of that stressful situation of like month to month or check to check. And it was like a standalone studio. It was at my friend's house. It was on his property, but in his backyard, but not in the back of his house. It was next to his house. It had its own little driveway and it had its own entrance. Everything was separate. I could scream in there, do all kinds of shit. Nobody bothered me or knocked on the door or noise complaints. And, it was a small place, but at least I wasn't stressed about rent. He's too high up to shoot. Oh, Elon. I wonder how that internet is. satellite internet. Gang haircut. Cartel. Bull gang haircut. Not really. Any results? What? Studio's $2,500 a month in Vancouver? Jeff Starling can love it. Really? I need to see your speed test statistics. That's crazy. Edgar, oh yeah, Edgar cut. Why are all these guys getting Edgar haircuts? So weird, yo. Remy Storm, thank you for the membership on the main page. Edgar haircut. Then we have cougars, bears, wolves, coyotes, and mountain lions in our backyards. Wow. You got a carry out there, don't you then? In case. I don't know. Los Angeles.
All right, you can pick up the orbit again.
The PR suspect is known to have knives. No knife was seen today. Code 2 is 3448 or D397.
Where's the bear?
Hey, John 1, come in.
Yeah.
I don't know, Catherine. He has a pretty big lead, I thought.
John 1, come in.
William 140, standby. There is no 18 John 1.
Whoa. Want to introduce wolves back to Scotland?
Please tell us your location.
I'm like, do it, eat half these mother effing dickheads around me.
Queen 51214 East L Street.
Oh. Well, that's the thing too. The 3-bedroom.
Unit, a supervisor for critical missing. We're going to be at 127 East 76th Street. In case if there's available urgent that can respond.
All right, that has nothing to do with the bear. Yeah, that's the other thing too. I can soundproof that room, the YouTube room, and treat it. I mean, there's things I could put on the walls. I don't know what else. That's the other benefit. I could soundproof that room, and I could turn down a lot of the filters that I have on, and it would just be like the quality would be a lot better, the audio quality. This is in a place in California called, I don't want to mess this up, Castaic. Castaic. Yeah. It's in Los Angeles, but like, I think this at the northwestern part. I'm surprised this has gone on as long as it has. Hustle and flow. Yeah, that is kind of. Let's see. A little lower in the background. I'm surprised this thing's still going. You only need a bit of sound foam. Loads of people tend to overdo it. Yeah, you're right. I don't think I need to do a whole lot, especially that's going to be in a closed room. The big problem here is that it's just so open, the hallway and the kitchen and everything. I'll definitely keep that in mind. I'll need to go crazy with it. Castaic. Oh, Lord. Castaic. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yeah, absolutely. Boats.
Oh, no. Perrier said soundproof the room like that guy with the sex dungeon. That's true too, Andrea. I didn't think about that. It should help with their taxes, able to claim the whole room. True. True. I think right now, I forgot what she does. Like she just measures. It's like a measurement of the area. But like to actually have a dedicated room for that, I think that'd be a lot better for taxes. That's true. Who's that? That's Fred. Come up. You're a good dog. The other one's jealous. Uh-oh. Hi, Fred. Hi.
Thank you.
You're a good dog. Yeah, you're a good dog. He's well behaved. He's not like Ricky. Not a troublemaker. What? Piss and shit everywhere. What? Huh? Yeah. You want to take him? Well, I'll put him on the floor for you. Oh my God, Ricky's upset and jealous. Yeah, I know. I've been on all day. I cannot. It's interesting though. Why? I mean, I guess it's kind of interesting to see what happens to the bear. Bear sprints through. Okay. Officers were attempting to tranquilize the bear to safely relocate it away from homes. So I don't know. I guess they didn't land a tranquilizer on it. We all want to know about the bear. You just write off what percentage of the place used for an office. If the room is 25%. Oh, I like that, Sarah. If the room is 25% of the place, you can deduct 25% of the rent. That's gangster. I like that. Closed rooms echo really bad, especially if they got decent sized windows. Really? I didn't know that. Look at the lady Nancy G. She got no soundproofing. Interesting. I don't think so either. 5 minutes fast. Like you said, with the helicopter, I don't even think the helicopter bothered the bear that much. But I think that what's made it worse is all these cars surrounding. I feel like the cars should maybe back off a little bit, back a distance off. I just don't see how this bear's gonna come down. All those cop cars and the game and wildlife. Ah, that's why. That's why. Yeah. So that's another benefit to having this other place, an actual room for streaming just for that. You know, I think I'll definitely be able to save more on taxes. Cheers. Oh. Oh, what are you doing? What up? All right. Is he leaving? Just gonna go out and get some tilt and stuff. Start packing a little bit tonight. Bear can't pay the rent in California.
How much time do you have left on fuel? Okay.
Oh, did he say how much time they got left? Let's see.
Left on fuel. Okay.
I didn't hear the response. I don't know if we're going to be able to see the outcome of this because...
Yes, sir. In 2 minutes, you got it.
Oh, they got to leave in some minutes, maybe? Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think we're going to see the outcome because there's just no progress. It's just them staring at the bear, and the bear is afraid. And I think they're too close, so that bear's not going to come down. I don't know if they get tired after a while, or will the bear go to sleep in the tree. It'll be hours, right? Yeah. Eight shot, 3 dead.
One minute, thank you.
1 minute left. I guess he ended up having to leave. They're just sightseeing. Well, the next thing will be is we're going to do a stream on the press conference from that crazy ass kidnapping. Okay. Wilson and BL had sent me the link earlier. I think some other people might have sent it to me as well. So I think we're going to do that next. And then that's it for tonight, unless there's some type of chase or standoff again. And we'll be live again 9 a.m. tomorrow for the trial. But tomorrow's a half a day, so we kind of catch a break. So till 1 p.m.
Thank you.
Which is good, because I got to do the moving stuff. But it also opens us up if we got to cover other stories, we can. It's going to be quite a busy few weeks. For sure. And I hope the trial stays interesting. Give him milk. Wow. Cross-examine. I don't cross-examine to what? Because the brother, and I think that was the sister, they had no questions for her, which I think it's a smart move. Don't. Their family, they're victims of the family, the victim's family. And honestly, I don't even think they said anything bad about Karen. If anything, they complimented her. So I'm not sure why that guy. There's probably a whole lot that I'm missing to it, but I'm not sure why that guy was cursing him out, cursing Paul out, and saying all this stuff, because I think they were pretty respectful of Karen in that sense. But that YouTuber did say that Paul showed up to one of the hearings for witness intimidation, so you know, I have no idea how the family feels about him, how they feel about Karen Reed. Hydrochloride bear. See how they're living.
Okay. Okay.
Order him a pizza and some root beer. Jason on Facebook said Bear got offended when someone used the wrong pronoun and misidentified him, and he's now revolting. They leaving? Man. I'll be here all night long with the bear. Yeah, I mean, this area seems like a park where there's probably wildlife. I mean, I guess they're just worried about it encountering a person, I guess. To me, this almost seems like he's in his natural environment. This woodsy park area. Raging Cajun. Black bear encounter? Oh. Let's see. What's that? There. Oh, whoa. Hope you're carrying something out there, because I heard sometimes those, even that bear spray sometimes don't do nothing. They walk right through that shit and maul your ass. Oh, Lord, I have to find that link again. What's this?
The news has hit hard in Orange County, in the Newport Mesa Unified School District, where Aaron Jones attended elementary, middle, and high school. CDM Principal Jack Haley sent a message to the school community saying, "I am at a loss for words about the tragic loss of life of our class of 2022 graduate Aaron Jones. Aaron was a..."
So check this story out. I saw this earlier today. 4 ski mask teens killed after stealing a car and getting into a high-speed chase with law enforcement, who hit their car, wrapping it around the pole. According to the police, the car got up to 111 miles per hour. The car was so mangled, it took the first responders a whopping 90 minutes to get the teens out. 2 teens died at the scene. 2 others died in the hospital. They were between 14 and 16 years old. They went to a local high school in Gainesville, Florida. Oh, it's Florida. One of the boys' brothers was shot and killed in a separate incident last month. These kids are just surrounded and involved in nothing but crime. The teens were driving so fast that the police cars couldn't even keep up with them, so they needed Florida Highway Patrol trooper to take over. The trooper made intentional contact with the Honda, causing it to decelerate. The trooper used the brake-in speed to perform a pit maneuver on the fleeing Honda to stop the threat. The Honda subsequently rolled over before making contact with a cement pole. Wow. 2 of the teens had ankle monitors, and 3 had active warrants. What in the hell? Jesus. It's crazy, man. So kids living their life in crime. Is that the tree bears in? It's kind of waving back and forth with the wind. Well, Cocaine Bear. I did watch that. Murder suspect accused of eating victim's face near Las Vegas Strip. CBS 8. Colin Castaic has been charged with open murder. Documents reveal that just before 5 a.m. on Sunday, a caller alerted the police to an incident on Las Vegas Boulevard near Charleston Boulevard, where a man was seen forcefully taking another man to the ground. Approximately 45 minutes later, another call was made to the police reporting a distressing scene, a man at the bus stop where one man was observed eating the other man's face. Wow. Wow. Bruh, it's like, what in the hell is going on? Stephanie sent that to me. Charmin. Wow. I mean, you can't even make this shit up. Reminds me of the Florida guy. Bath salts.
An early morning homicide downtown. Good evening and thanks for joining us tonight at 6 o'clock. I'm Sasha Loftus. Sources tell the 8 News Now investigators about a situation near 3rd and Charleston. That's what we find 8 News Now investigator Kyle Payne with the latest. Kyle.
Sasha, all's quiet here in this section of downtown. And again, the information we're able to report at this hour comes from our sources. But if you roll the video from this morning, the Crime Scene Investigation Mobile Command Center had this entire street blocked off for hours. Sources say police responded to a call around 6 a.m. You can see plainclothes police personnel and officers in uniform swarming the area. And later this afternoon, when we got here, even though it was much quieter, you can see crumpled up police tape and the remnants of this crime scene, as well as plastic gloves in the trash can closest to the bus stop, where witnesses say this situation eventually concluded. Witnesses and neighbors were either tight-lipped or saw very little. The one neighbor we spoke with didn't seem fazed with well-documented issues of homelessness and drugs.
I would say drugs. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of. Most of the people that I see down here that are homeless or down and out or whatever, you know, they're either on drugs or, you know, whatever. I mean, there's plenty of places to get help down here.
We spoke with people inside this 7-Eleven in a nearby AM/PM, all of whom seem to know some gory details of what happened here this morning, but nothing we can confirm just yet, beyond what our sources tell us. We do know, according to sources, these rows were closed until about 12:30 this afternoon. We are awaiting more information from police, hopelessly on the identity of a victim and perhaps a suspect. And as that information comes in, we'll keep you updated. Reporting live downtown at Charleston and 3rd, Kyle Payne, 8 News Now.
Murder suspect accused of eating victim's face.
Okay, you got it.
What they doing? I don't even know if he's really looking at the bear anymore. Still within the vicinity, but bear's still in the tree, to my knowledge. I think it's a black bear. Cavalcante. Come on, man. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Okay. All right. All right. Hey, Yogi. Okay, we're good. We're amazing. Today was a good day.
Go ahead, go ahead. Elizabeth, we have maybe 10 minutes on station.
10 minutes? Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah, the bear could be taking a nap. Be passed out. Sleeping. So that's it. That's the plan. Come on, motherfuckers. Y'all gotta do something. What's the plan? Nothing. My gosh. Bro, check this out. This woman, Tampa woman sentenced to 30 years in prison for stealing over $20,000 in designer glasses. She was offered a 3-year plea deal, but she turned it down and now is found guilty. Wow. Mamma mia.
Atmore has been in and out of prison for a string of theft convictions, but as a repeat offender, she is now facing stiffer penalties and decades in prison. Prosecutors offered her a 3-year deal. She rejected it. Instead, a jury convicted her, and she was sentenced to 30 years in prison.
That's because the state of Florida has taken a very tough stance on retail theft.
But before she was sent away, she had 2 more theft cases to settle, including this one.
The defendant entered the Zales at the Brandon Town Center Mall, tried on a ring that it had a value of $8,749.99, placed the ring on her left finger and proceeded towards the exit.
And while they tacked on more years behind bars, Atmore couldn't resist smiling for the camera. Her next stop, prison. She won't be free again until she's 60 years old.
Wow. Your whole life in prison and still smiling. And she could have just taken a plea deal. She should have moved out to California where they let these people get away, like all these people that steal and rob and shit, they let them get away. She should have been out living in Cali. Wow. I guess because she's a repeat offender. They're still in the tree. Somehow we're still streaming.
Yes, sir. You got it.
They're
But you
leaving?
don't have to turn that way. Just keep it flying this way.
Alright, they're leaving now. On the road again. Something about a man on the road again. Oh my God, oh my God. We got a whole hour press conference coming up. We got a whole... He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole wide world in his hands. He's got the whole wide world in his hands while the world goes to hell. He's got his whole in his hands. He's got the whole wide world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. Was that it? Looks like they're stationary. Are they moving? What the hell is going on? The cars are moving. He's got the whole world. He covered that other case at the presser, so it can be shorter.
Okay.
Oh, he did? So he did 2 cases? Oh, I didn't realize that. Okay. So the beginning of the press conference is something else. The other story, I guess.
And anybody who's ever been in a gunfight, when you hear gunshots being fired, usually it results in more gunshots being fired. So what it looks like, again, we don't know, we haven't spoken to him, we're just analyzing the video, is that he's pulling what's likely a .45 caliber handgun out of his pocket that does not appear to be in a holster, and it looks like his first shot goes into the ground right in front of him.
Okay, so we can just skip that. I don't know if that other story is interesting, but we can just skip that and do the carjacking update. So that, it's actually not that long. I think it's about 10 minutes, 20 minutes.
Investigation, the murder case of Catherine Aguasviva. Okay, so let's shift, if we can.
Oh, I thought this guy left. I thought you were gone. Oh, he is leaving. They're talking about Tank Dell getting shot. Tank Dell. Oh. Mass shooting. I thought he was leaving. Are they just re-rolling the clip over and over? Grew up. I think he's leaving. Or not. Are they just doing circles? Breaking news. A wild animal in the mountains. All right. Anyway, I think what we're going to do, because there's not been really anything happening, is we're going to go to the next stream. I'll take a little 5-minute break before we start. We'll do the next stream. And I'll see you guys there. And after that press conference, we'll check back on the bear. I'm surprised. How much time this helicopter got in the air? We're almost 3 hours now. All right, I'm going to end it now, and I'll see you guys in 5 minutes. All right, peace.